Hanok, Enoch, chapter 20. And these are the names of the kodesh messengers who watch. Uriel, one of the kodesh messengers, who is over the world and over Gehinnom. Raphael, one of the kodesh messengers, who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the kodesh messengers, who takes vengeance on the world of the lights. Michael, one of the kodesh messengers, in order that he is appointed over the best part of mankind and over disorder. Sarachael, one of the kodesh messengers, who is appointed over the spirits who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the kodesh messengers, who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Ramael, one of the kodesh messengers, whom Elohim appointed over those who rise. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 21. And I proceeded to where matters were disordered, and I saw there some horrible matter. I saw neither a shamayim above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place disorderly and horrible. And there I saw 7 stars of the shamayim bound together in it, like great mountains, and burning with fire. Then I said, For what sin are they bound, and on what account have they been cast in here? Then spoke Uriel, one of the kodesh messengers, who was with me and was chief over them, and said, Hanok, why do you ask, and why are you eager for the truth? These are the number of the stars of the shamayim, which have transgressed the command of Yahweh, and are bound here till 10,000 years. The time entailed by their sins are ended. And from there I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former, and I saw a horrible matter. A great fire there which burnt and blazed, and the place was divided as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I guess. Then I said, How fearful is the place, and how terrible to look upon! Then Uriel answered me, one of the kodesh messengers who was with me, and said to me, Hanok, why have you such fear and terror? And I answered, Because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said to me, This place is the prison of the messengers, and here they will be imprisoned forever. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 22. And then I went to another place, and he showed me in the west another great and high mountain of hard rock, and there was in it 4 hollow places, deep and wide and very smooth. How smooth are the hollow places, and deep and dark to look at! Then Raphael answered, one of the kodesh messengers who was with me, and said to me, These hollow places have been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the beings of the dead should assemble there, even that all the beings of the children of men should assemble here. And these places have been made to receive them till the day of their judgment, and till their appointed time, till the great judgment upon them. I saw the spirits of the children of men who were dead, and their voice went forth to the shamayim and petitioned. And I asked Raphael, the messenger who was with me, and I said to him, This spirit, whose is it whose voice goes forth and petitions? And he answered me, saying, This is the spirit which went forth from Hevel, whom his brother Cain slew, and he makes his petition against him till his seed is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men. Then I asked regarding it, and regarding all the hollow places, Why is one separated from the other? And he answered me and said to me, These 3 have been made that the spirits of the dead might be separated, and such a division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there is the bright spring of water. And such has been made for sinners when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. Here their spirits shall be put aside in this great pain till the great day of judgment and punishment and torment of the accursed forever, and retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. And such a division has been made for the spirits of those who make their petition, who make disclosures concerning their destruction when they were slain in the days of the sinners. Such has been made for the spirits of men who were not righteous, but sinners, who were complete in transgression, and of the transgressors they shall be companions. But their spirits shall not be slain in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from there. Then I baruch Yahweh of esteem and said, Baruch be Adonai Yahweh of righteousness, who rules forever. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 23. From there I went to another place to the west of the ends of the earth, and I saw a burning fire which ran without resting and did not cease from its course day or night, but regularly. And I asked, saying, What is this which does not rest? Then Raguel of the kodesh messengers who was with me answered me and said to me, This course of fire which you have seen is the fire in the west which pursues all the lights of the Shamayim. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 24. And from there I went to another place of the earth, and he showed me a mountain range of fire which burnt day and night. And I went beyond it and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from the other. And these stones were magnificent and pleasant, magnificent as a whole, of magnificent appearance and fair exterior. 3 towards the east, 1 founded on the other, and 3 towards the south, 1 upon the other, and deep rough ravines, none of which joined with any other. And the 7th mountain was in the midst of these, and it excelled them in height, resembling the seat of a throne, and fragrant trees encircled the throne, and amongst them was a tree such as I had never yet smelled, neither was any amongst them, nor were others like it. It had a fragrance beyond all fragrance, and its leaves and blooms and wood wither not forever, and its fruit is pleasant, and its fruit resembles the dates of a palm. Then I said, How pleasant is this tree and fragrant, and its leaves are fair, and its blooms very delightful in appearance. Then answered Michael, one of the kodesh and honored messengers who was with me, and was their leader. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 25. And he said to me, Hanok, why do you ask me regarding the fragrance of the tree, and why do you want to learn the truth? Then I answered him, saying, I want to know about all matters, but especially about this tree. And he answered, saying, This high mountain which you have seen, whose summit is like the throne of Elohim, is his throne, where the Kodesh Great One, Yahweh of esteem, the eternal sovereign, will sit when he shall come down to visit the earth with goodness. And as for this fragrant tree, no mortal is permitted to touch it till the great judgment, when he shall take vengeance on all, and bring to its end forever. It shall then be given to the righteous and Kodesh. Its fruit shall be for food to the elect. It shall be transplanted to the Kodesh place, to the Heikel of Yahweh, the eternal sovereign. Then they shall rejoice with joy and be glad, and into the Kodesh place shall they enter, and its fragrance shall be in their bones, and they shall live a long life on earth, such as your fathers lived. And in their days shall no sorrow or plague or torment or calamity touch them. Then I baruch the Elohim of esteem, the eternal sovereign, who has prepared such matters for the righteous and has created them and promised to give to them. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 26. And I went from there to the middle of the earth, and I saw a Baruch place, in which there were trees with branches abiding and blooming. And there I saw a Kodesh mountain, and underneath the mountain to the east there was a stream, and it flowed towards the south. And I saw towards the east another mountain higher than this, and between them a deep and narrow ravine, wherein also ran a stream underneath the mountain. And to the west of there was another mountain, lower than the former and of small height, and a ravine deep and dry between them, and another deep and dry ravine was at the extremities of the 3 mountains. And all the ravines were deep and narrow, of hard rock, and trees were not planted upon them. And I marveled at the rocks, and I marveled at the ravine. Truly, I marveled very much. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 27. Then I said, for what object is this Baruch land, which is entirely filled with trees, and this accursed valley between? Then Uriel, one of the kodesh messengers who was with me, answered and said, this accursed valley is for those who are accursed forever. Here shall all the accursed be gathered together who utter with their lips against Yahweh indecent words, and of his esteem speak harshness. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be their place of judgment. In the last days there shall be upon them the spectacle of righteous judgment in the presence of the righteous forever. Here shall the compassionate berakah Yahweh of esteem, the eternal sovereign. In the days of judgment over the former, they shall berakah him for the compassion in accordance with which he has assigned them. Then I berakah Yahweh of esteem, and proclaimed his esteem, and exalted him magnificently. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 28. And then I went towards the east into the midst of the mountain range of the desert, and I saw a wilderness, and it was solitary, full of trees and plants, and water gushed forth from above, rushing like a plentiful watercourse towards the northwest. It caused clouds and dew to ascend on every side. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 29. And then I went to another place in the desert, approached to the east of this mountain range, and I there saw aromatic trees exhaling the fragrance of frankincense and myrrh, and the trees also were similar to the almond tree. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 30. And beyond these I went far to the east, and I saw another place, a valley of water, and therein there was a tree, the color of fragrant trees, such as the gum tree. And on the sides of those valleys I saw fragrant cinnamon, and beyond these I proceeded to the east. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 31. And I saw other mountains, and amongst them were groves of trees, and there sweet liquid flowed forth from them, which is named Sarara and Galbanum. And beyond these mountains I saw another mountain to the east of the ends of the earth, whereon were aloe trees, and all the trees were full of incense, being like almond trees. And when one burnt it, it smelled sweeter than any fragrant odor. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 32. And after these fragrant odors, as I looked towards the north over the mountains, I saw 7 mountains full of choice nard and fragrant trees and cinnamon and pepper. And then I went over the summits of all these mountains far towards the east of the earth, and passed above the eastern sea, and went far from it, and passed over the messenger, Zotiel. And I came to the garden of righteousness, and saw beyond those trees many large trees growing there, and of pleasant fragrance, large, very pleasant and great, and the tree of wisdom, of which they eat and know great wisdom. That tree is in height like the fir, and its leaves are like the carob tree, and its fruit is like the clusters of the vine, very lovely, and the fragrance of the tree penetrates afar. Then I said, how lovely is the tree, and how good to look at! Then Raphael, the kodesh messenger who was with me, answered me and said, this is the tree of wisdom, of which your elderly father and your aged mother, who were before you, have eaten, and they learned wisdom, and their eyes were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they were driven out of the garden. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 33. And from there I went to the ends of the earth, and saw there great beasts, and each differed from the other, and birds also differing in appearance, and form, and voice, the one differing from the other. And to the east of those beasts I saw the ends of the earth, whereon the Shamayim rests, and the portals of the Shamayim open. And I saw how the stars of the Shamayim come forth, and I counted the portals out of which they proceed, and wrote down all their outlets of each individual star by itself, according to their number and their names, their courses and their positions, and their times and their months, as Uriel, the Kodesh messenger who was with me, showed me. He showed all matters to me, and wrote them down for me. Also their names he wrote for me, and their laws, and their beginnings. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 34. And from there I went towards the north to the ends of the earth, and there I saw a great and magnificent object at the ends of the whole earth. And here, Yahweh of hosts, I saw 3 portals of the Shamayim open in the Shamayim. Through each of them proceed north winds. When they blow, there is cold, hail, frost, snow, dew, and rain. And out of one portal they blow for good. But when they blow through the other 2 portals, it is with violence and affliction on the earth, and they blow with violence. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 35. And from there I went towards the west to the ends of the earth, and saw there 3 portals of the Shamayim open, such as I had seen in the east, the same number of portals and the same number of outlets. Hanok, Enoch, chapter 36. And from there I went to the south to the ends of the earth, and saw there 3 open portals of the Shamayim. And then there come dew, rain, and wind. And from there I went to the east to the ends of the Shamayim, and saw where the 3 eastern portals of the Shamayim open, and small portals above them. Through each of these small portals pass the stars of the Shamayim, and run their course to the west on the path which is shown to them. And as often as I saw, I berakah always Yahweh of esteem, and I continued to berakah Yahweh of esteem, who has wrought great and magnificent wonders, to show the greatness of his work to the messengers, and to spirits, and to men, that they might praise his work and all his creation, that they might see the work of his might, and praise the great work of his hands, and berakah him forever.